You might have been told time and again that eggs are the ultimate source of protein, the gold standard everyone should aim for. It's a simple truth we all accepted, almost without question. But what if I told you that there's another food, quietly sitting in the corner of your kitchen aisle, that not only rivals eggs, but actually contains more protein per serving? More importantly, what if that food holds a secret power to help preserve your muscle strength and vitality as you age? Something far more natural, accessible, and gentle on your body than the supplements or shakes you might be tired of hearing about. I want you to pause for a moment and picture this. Opening the jar of your favorite sauce and feeling your hands falter just a little more than they used to, or climbing the stairs only to find your legs growing heavy and reluctant halfway up. You might have shrugged these moments off, thinking, well, this is just what happens when you get older. But deep inside, there's a whisper of concern, an uneasy thought that your body is slowly retreating from the strength you once took for granted. It's a quiet struggle, often unseen by others, but very real to you. And if that's how you're feeling, you're not alone. This is not about accepting decline as inevitable or helplessly watching your vitality slip away. It's about understanding that the way your body processes protein, the very building blocks of your muscles, changes with time. The issue isn't just how much protein you eat, but the kind of protein, how your body digests it, and the subtle, often invisible inflammation that can interfere with the muscle repair and growth you need now more than ever. It's a story that challenges what we've always believed, and I want to walk with you through it gently. Let me share with you the story of George. George is 67, a retired woodworker who spent decades crafting beautiful furniture with his hands, steady, strong, and precise. But over the last year, George noticed something unsettling. His jeans began to feel loose around the thighs, his grip less firm when holding his grandkids, and the ladders he climbed with ease suddenly seemed daunting. He hadn't changed his diet much, still enjoyed his eggs for breakfast, and even started protein shakes now and then, trying to hold on to his strength. Yet, his muscles seemed to be quietly fading away. Before we dive into the science behind muscle loss and protein, I want to tell you about another man I've worked with, David, 62 years old, a retired firefighter who spent decades relying on his strength and endurance. David came to me feeling defeated, not because he hadn't tried, but because his efforts seemed to fall short. He was eating what he believed was a protein-rich diet, plenty of eggs, lean meats, and supplements, but still found his energy waning and his muscles shrinking. What made David's story different was how he described the emotional weight of this change. He said, "It's like my body is betraying me. I'm doing everything right, but my strength just slips away like sand through my fingers." What struck me about David was the quiet grief in his voice, the way losing muscle felt less about appearance and more about losing pieces of his identity, the parts that connected him to his past and the life he wanted to keep living fully. This grief is often unspoken but deeply felt among men in this stage of life. It's not just a physical decline, it's a subtle erosion of confidence, independence, and even purpose. David's experience was a powerful reminder that muscle loss isn't merely about the body, it's about the whole self, the mind, emotions, and spirit entwined with our physical strength. For many men, the fading of muscle strength can trigger a cascade of feelings: frustration, isolation, even shame. These feelings can make it harder to seek help or make changes, especially when so many overhyped solutions have left them skeptical and exhausted. What David needed, and what many men like him need, is not just a prescription or a quick fix, but a compassionate understanding of the biological realities at play, paired with practical, respectful strategies that honor their experience. Biologically, what David and George both faced is something that happens quietly inside the body as we age. After 60, the balance between muscle breakdown and muscle repair shifts. Muscle tissue naturally degrades faster than it rebuilds, a process called sarcopenia. This isn't just about using your muscles less or getting lazy. It's about how the cells that build muscle, called satellite cells, become less responsive. These cells rely on a steady supply of high-quality protein and a body environment free from excessive inflammation to do their work effectively. In addition, as we age, our digestive systems don't extract protein as efficiently. The enzymes that break down protein slow down, and the intestines may absorb fewer amino acids. This means even if you're eating the same amount of protein as before, your muscles might be starved for the raw materials they need to stay strong. Adding to this challenge, chronic low-grade inflammation, which many older adults unknowingly carry, creates a hostile environment for muscle growth. It's like trying to build a house while a slow fire smolders beneath the foundation. Inflammation releases molecules that signal muscle cells to break down and slow repair processes. It also interferes with insulin, a hormone that helps shuttle amino acids into muscle cells, making the whole process less efficient. What David learned, through careful guidance and lifestyle adjustments, is that it wasn't about blaming his body or pushing harder. It was about understanding these changes and meeting them with smarter nutrition and movement choices that worked with his body's shifting needs. For David, this meant discovering foods that supported his muscles in a way eggs and isolated protein powders hadn't. Foods that were not only rich in protein, but also anti-inflammatory and easy to digest. This deeper understanding gave David a sense of control and hope. It shifted his mindset from frustration to empowerment. Instead of feeling betrayed by his body, he began to see it as a partner, one that required new kinds of care but was still capable of rebuilding strength and vitality. His story is a reminder that muscle loss is not just a medical condition, but a deeply human experience, one that calls for compassion, patience, and the wisdom to listen to our body's changing messages. This is the foundation we build on as we explore the best natural foods and strategies to prevent muscle loss and reclaim your strength after 60. The frustration George felt was real. He was doing what he thought was right, but the results were slipping through his fingers like sawdust. It wasn't just about muscle or strength, it was about what those changes meant for his independence and the simple joy of moving without hesitation. That's when he learned about a food he had overlooked for years, a humble, unassuming legume that held the key to turning things around. It wasn't flashy or trendy. It didn't promise overnight miracles, but it offered something far more important: steady, natural nourishment that his aging body desperately needed. To understand why this made such a difference, we have to look at what happens beneath the surface of our bodies as we age. After 60, many people experience sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength. It's a natural part of aging, but the speed and severity can vary greatly. What accelerates this loss is not simply getting older, it's the way our bodies change how they break down and absorb protein. Our digestive systems become less efficient, and chronic low-level inflammation can interfere with how muscle tissue repairs and rebuilds itself. This means that even if you're eating what seems like enough protein, your muscles might not be getting the fuel they actually need to stay strong. This is where the quality of protein, not just the quantity, becomes vital. Protein isn't just a number on your plate. It's a message to your muscles, telling them to stay, grow, and repair. And as we age, the body becomes more selective about which proteins it absorbs effectively. Some proteins can even exacerbate inflammation or burden your kidneys and liver, organs already working harder with age. So, it's not enough to just eat more protein. It's about choosing the right kind, the kind that your body recognizes, processes gently, and uses efficiently. Here's where lentils come into the picture, something that might surprise you. Lentils pack more protein per calorie than eggs and offer a suite of benefits that align perfectly with the needs of an aging body. They provide not only protein, but also fiber, essential minerals, and antioxidants, all without the cholesterol and saturated fats found in some animal proteins. Lentils offer a slow, steady release of amino acids, which are the building blocks your muscles need to repair and maintain themselves. This steady supply is especially beneficial because it matches the slower digestive pace many experience after 60. But lentils aren't just a powerhouse of nutrition. They're also kind to your digestive system. Unlike some heavy animal proteins that can leave you feeling sluggish or bloated, Lentils help promote a healthy gut, which in turn supports better nutrient absorption and reduced inflammation. This is critical because chronic inflammation silently chips away at muscle tissue and overall energy. By incorporating lentils, you're not just feeding your muscles, you're nurturing the whole environment your muscles depend on to stay strong. And if you've ever doubted plant proteins because you thought they were incomplete or less effective, lentils will gently challenge that belief. Scientific studies have shown that older adults who regularly include legumes like lentils in their diet maintain better muscle mass and metabolic health over time. These foods help modulate blood sugar, lower inflammatory markers, and support heart health, all interconnected factors that influence how your muscles age. Understanding this, you might wonder how to bring lentils into your life without turning your meals upside down or feeling like you're forced onto a restrictive diet. The good news is, it doesn't require a kitchen overhaul or hours of cooking. Lentils are incredibly versatile and quick to prepare. You can toss half a cup into your favorite soups or stews, where they soak up flavors and add a comforting richness. Or try a simple lentil salad drizzled with olive oil and fresh lemon, light, refreshing, and perfect for warmer days. Red lentils cook faster and blend into creamy dishes that feel more like a soothing meal than a health chore. Even better, pairing lentils with foods high in vitamin C, like bell peppers, tomatoes, or citrus, can help your body absorb the iron in lentils more effectively, boosting energy and vitality. These little adjustments are simple yet profound in their impact, turning everyday meals into tools for renewal. Imagine starting with just one bowl, a warm, nourishing bowl of lentils. It's not a drastic change, but a gentle invitation to your body, a signal that it's not alone in this journey, that strength and vitality can be rekindled even now. This is not about chasing youth or denying age. It's about honoring where you are and giving your body the care and respect it deserves. And this is only the beginning of the story. As we continue, I'll share with you more practical lifestyle steps to support your muscle health and the deeper reasons why these choices matter, not just to your body, but to your sense of self, your confidence, and your joy in everyday movement. Because your strength is more than muscle, it's your connection to life itself. Before we move on, I want you to hold on to this thought. Your body isn't giving up on you. It's been quietly waiting for the right kind of nourishment, the right kind of care. Protein is not just fuel, it's a message that says, I am still here, I still matter. And with that message, your muscles, your energy, and your vitality can find new life. If you're ready, stay with me, because next we'll explore the simple, powerful ways you can start weaving these foods and habits into your daily routine. No gimmicks, no hype, just real, natural health for real people who want to live fully and strongly beyond 60. Adding lentils to your daily meals doesn't have to be complicated or overwhelming. In fact, it can be one of the simplest, most rewarding shifts you make. Picture this: a steaming bowl of lentil soup on a chilly afternoon, the gentle aroma filling your kitchen with warmth and comfort. Or a vibrant lentil salad tossed with fresh herbs, a squeeze of lemon, and a drizzle of golden olive oil, colors and textures dancing on your plate. These meals aren't just fuel. They're acts of kindness toward yourself, small rituals that whisper to your muscles, you are cared for, you are worth nurturing. Start with half a cup of cooked lentils, about the size of your fist, and sprinkle them into the dishes you already enjoy. Lentils blend seamlessly into soups, stews, and even mixed with ground meats or grains. If you're new to cooking with them, red lentils cook especially quickly, turning soft and creamy, perfect for a comforting puree or dal. These modest legumes don't demand culinary mastery, just a little curiosity and the willingness to experiment. Over time, you might find yourself looking forward to these meals, not because you have to, but because they make you feel stronger, steadier, more alive. Beyond the plate, consider the ripple effects of this simple change. Lentils are rich in fiber, which helps regulate digestion, steady blood sugar, and reduce the inflammation that often sabotages muscle health. They're a natural way to soothe your body from the inside out. addressing the quiet fire of chronic inflammation that wears down joints, muscles, and energy reserves. When your gut is healthy and inflammation is lower, your body can absorb nutrients more efficiently, turning food into genuine strength rather than mere calories. Of course, nutrition is only one piece of the puzzle. As we age, staying active, even gently, is equally vital. Imagine a morning walk, the crisp air filling your lungs, the sound of birds greeting the dawn. Movement sends signals to your muscles, telling them they're needed, that they have a purpose. When paired with nourishing foods like lentils, this combination becomes a powerful conversation between your lifestyle and your biology. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights. Simple, consistent activity is enough to keep muscles engaged and responsive. George, whom I mentioned earlier, began incorporating lentils into his meals and committed to daily walks around his neighborhood. Within a few months, the subtle loosening in his jeans started to tighten. His steps grew steadier, his hands firmer. More than that, he felt a renewed sense of agency over his body and his life. These small victories rekindled his confidence, the quiet strength beneath the surface blossoming into something palpable. His story isn't unique, it's a reflection of what's possible when nutrition and movement come together with intention and care. I want you to imagine this for yourself, not as a distant goal, but as an attainable reality. Picture waking up with a little more spring in your step, feeling the reassurance that your muscles can support you through the day's activities, from playing with grandchildren to tending your garden. This isn't about chasing youth or denying the natural changes that come with age. It's about embracing a new chapter with strength, dignity, and hope. There's a gentle truth I want to share. Your body is more resilient than you realize. Like the ancient trees that slowly grow rings year after year, you too can build strength steadily, quietly, and deeply. It doesn't have to be dramatic or sudden. Every meal, every movement is a chance to nourish and rebuild. Lentils, in their humble way, are part of this steady rhythm, a small but potent tool to help your muscles say, "I'm still here, I'm still strong." This journey is about more than just protein or muscle. It's about reclaiming your vitality and redefining what it means to age gracefully. It's about moving through life with the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you're doing your part, that you're honoring your body with kindness and wisdom. You don't have to buy into fads or fleeting promises. Real health is patient, steady, and rooted in the everyday choices you make with intention. If you feel ready, I invite you to begin this journey gently. Try adding lentils to one meal this week. Notice how your body responds, not just physically, but emotionally. Feel the satisfaction that comes from nourishing yourself thoughtfully, the subtle shift of hope as you realize that strength can be regained even after 60. And if this resonates with you, come back and share your experience. Your story matters. It might just inspire someone else quietly struggling, wondering if there's a way forward. I'm Dr. Camila Cruz, and I want you to know that you're not past your prime. You're stepping into a wiser, fuller chapter of life where strength is not lost, but transformed. It begins with simple, natural steps, like a warm bowl of lentils, a few gentle steps, and the intention to care for yourself deeply. You deserve this. Your body deserves this. And the best part? It's never too late to start. So take that first bite, that first step. Let your muscles hear the message loud and clear. I matter. I am strong. And I am ready to thrive. Thank you for being here with me today. I look forward to walking beside you on this path to renewed health and vitality. Until next time, take care of yourself with kindness and grace.